You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
The Chicago Bears are saving nearly $22 million in cap space by releasing Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. As always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. According to the Chicago Bears, they have officially released Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair, saving the Chicago Bears approximately $21.5 million against the salary cap, and that officially puts them at roughly around $68 million to spend once free agency opens up on March 13th. Bears fans, this is no surprise whatsoever. We all kind of had an idea that both Cody Whitehair and Eddie Jackson would be cap casualties for the Chicago Bears moving forward, and obviously Eddie Jackson, I believe it was last week, kind of gave an indication that his time with the Chicago Bears was over. And to me, this is a really smart move by the Chicago Bears. You save $22 million in cap space, and now you sit at $68 million to prepare you for free agency. Not only that, now at $68 million to spend, now the Chicago Bears, now Ryan Poles can focus on re-signing guys like Jalen Johnson as well. So for me personally, this is a very smart move by Ryan Poles. And don't get me wrong, Bears fans, Cody Whitehair and Eddie Jackson were the heart and soul of this football team for many, many years. When you look at a guy like Cody Whitehair, he came into the Chicago Bears organization, made a couple of Pro Bowls. He was once one of the better offensive linemen that the Chicago Bears had. Obviously, his time passed him up, and he became the weak link of the Chicago Bears offensive line. So when you look at Cody Whitehair, I thank him for everything he has done for the Chicago Bears organization, but it was just the right move. It was time to move on, and I think both Cody Whitehair and the Chicago Bears just needed a fresh start, right? So thank you, Cody Whitehair, for everything. But when you look at a guy like Eddie Jackson, this guy was truly the heart and soul of the Chicago Bears defense, especially when you look back at the 2018 season where Eddie Jackson was must-see TV. Eddie Jackson was a true center fielder for that Chicago Bears defense. He was a true ball hawk the Chicago Bears needed. Eddie Jackson was just such an exciting player to watch. Obviously, injuries have plagued Eddie Jackson for the last couple of years. He really did struggle to stay healthy, but I know that both Cody Whitehair and Eddie Jackson will be missed within the Chicago Bears organization, especially as leaders. I know teammates respected them. I know they gave their heart and soul to the Chicago Bears organization, but it was just one of those things that it is a business, and it was time to move on. And obviously, when you're able to save $22 million in cap space and load up for a pretty heavy dose of star-studded free agents coming in free agency period, I think it was a no-brainer move for Ryan Poles and the Chicago Bears moving forward. But overall, Bears fans, once again, I do want to thank Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair for being true professionals for the Chicago Bears. They really exemplified what it meant to be a Chicago Bear. So I do thank them greatly for their time and what they brought to the organization. But overall, what was your initial reaction to the releasing of Eddie Jackson and Cody Whitehair? Let me know down below in the comment section. But as always, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Keek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for all new Bears podcasts right here on Keek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down.
You've been listening to Keek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.